what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be recording a video for my unboxing, my install, my tips basically. So excuse the shaky camera. But yeah, I'm going to be putting the motherboard in and taking the old one out, and I'll be giving tips as I go. Okay. Alright, so this is my my new motherboard. Obviously I haven't really unpacked or anything yet, so sorry about this stream and YouTube. Just trying to get it in a good spot. That'll do there for now. So it has a brand new smell to it. This is it. When handling motherboards, you should always be careful. Obviously, for the obvious reason that it's gonna have delicate parts on it. So when you always install a new part, at this point, more specifically, when you install a new motherboard, you can put it on to the plastic that it comes with. But for now, switch over. This is the inside of my computer right now. So I'm gonna be pulling this apart, or most of it anyway. Probably be taking this out, all of the RAM sticks. I'd plug in everything from there. I'd plug in the CPU fan and the CPU power. So I can put this here. So the first thing we're going to take out is obviously the graphics card. Now, for my normal Twitch viewers, obviously this is not something that I would normally do on here, but considering that my computer has been playing up, I haven't exactly been able to stream any games, so I thought I might as well do something like this, and you guys wouldn't be able to know where I've been. Also, it is handy to keep your screws that you take out all together. I mean, I know for me, I've always seemed to lose it all. You know, find something to. I'll just chuck it into the motherboard box. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna plug that. Now, sometimes graphics cards can be really stubborn. I don't know if you guys can hear me with this. I'll turn the music down a bit. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes the graphics cards can be annoying to take out. For this reason, there is a for some graphics cards there is a clip down the bottom here, right down the bottom. I think I can see if I can get in there. Yeah, this one here. That's normally on all the graphics cards, all the slots for the graphics cards. It holds it in there properly. Sometimes you gotta jiggle it out, or sometimes you gotta. For some of them, if you press down the button, it pops it out. But for this one, for some reason, it doesn't. When you press it down, it doesn't pop it out. That's okay. I'll just pull out with that. Now, this is something I need to stress to all my viewers and all the first timers who haven't exactly done anything with computers before. See the gold lining along here. Never ever touch it with your fingers. I will say this, that there is one opportunity, not one opportunity, but like one possible time that you might be able to quickly touch it, but most of the time, the chances are, if you touched it, the static from your body will discharge into the card or something, or the hardware that you've taken out, and it'll mess it up. Alright, so I've gone ahead and unplugged these. Also unplugged some of the stuff down here and in here. These here are basically for the SATA cables that go into your hard drive and CD player, and also your SSD. That's mine's hiding up in there. Anyway, the next thing we're gonna do, pull this one out. Sometimes with this, it can be annoying to pull out. Now, with that being said, like other things, I do stress is be be careful how you pull it out, because it has this this clip here. If you don't press this down to pull it out, you press it down, pull it out at the same time. If you don't do that, and you just go ahead and pull it out, you're gonna do some damage. Like these cables here can come out pretty easy. I know myself because I've done it before, like especially with these. Yeah, whoops, the parts in these do come apart easily. Right, the next one we'll take out these RAM sticks. Again, with these RAM sticks, you have to be really careful. These have the gold lining on it as well. Well, basically any hardware that you can put into these here, or this, any hardware you can put into them, you got to be careful of the gold lining. Sometimes it is possible to put the stuff into the computer and then discharge it, but guaranteed that there's probably a chance that you would mess up the hardware by touching it, especially if you got like woolen socks on or something and you just walked on carpet. The only thing I don't have is thermal paste, which is a little annoying because you can see here, well, no, as you can't see, but yeah. Most of that thermal paste on there's come off, and it looks like most of it's spread over the CPU. Okay. So that's everything out, I think. Oh, whoops. Take the power stuff out. Right, they're all out. So like I was saying, I'll use this one as an example. You get a lot of these in the computer. As you can see here, the wires are really thin. Anyone who's done like electrical sort of stuff before, and they've had to like rewire something, obviously you would know that these go in, like they can slide in and they can slide out. So you need to be, sometimes you need to be a little aggressive to take things out, but with that being said, most of the time you shouldn't be aggressive because it can damage shit, and you don't want want to do that. With I'm obviously guessing that the main object of everyone's being of watching this video is to basically see how you can put together a computer or fix something in your computer. With that being said, if you've got a problem with the computer, the basic way to find out what's wrong with it is to troubleshoot. You can do this by taking something out of the computer, testing it, and by testing it, I mean, for example, say your computer won't show any display. You pull out the graphics card, because obviously the graphics card being the thing that gives you displays. You pull that out, then you try and turn it on. But obviously, you're gonna need to place the graphics card cables into onboard, because if it doesn't show up then you got something else that's wrong. So you move on to the next hardware, which might be, well, let's say the RAM sticks. We'll just pull that out, or you pull one out and nothing works, so you pull another one out and it still doesn't work. Okay, well then you pull another one out, and if that doesn't work, then you pull the other one out. If it's worked by then obviously that last one that you've pulled out has gone faulty. Or in this case, if you haven't if it hasn't done anything, then you move on to the next piece of hardware. Now with something that I've been experiencing myself as of late, computers can do really weird things. You can check stuff out by oh, sorry. You can check your hardware out by looking at the next possibility. I know that sometimes there can be problems that obviously thought that wouldn't have happened. So perhaps unplug all the hard drives and then try it. And if it goes on, then perhaps there's something wrong with your hard drive. If that's not a problem, then you pull out your CD drive. And if that's not the problem, then it comes down to simple things on the motherboard. Now, I'm not exactly sure whether I'm not exactly sure whether this will have any effect, but sometimes pulling out the battery on the motherboard helps. You pull it out, put it back in, or you can put a new one in and see if that helps. Now, obviously, if that doesn't work, that will come down to either the CPU or the motherboard, and both are expensive, trust me. Obviously you can test out whether it's a CPU, because you can pull out the CPU and put another one in, um, or if it's not the CPU, then it's gonna obviously be the motherboard. Let's get this out. Let's swap these out. Yep, that's our lane. Now, for a new motherboard, most people would prefer to pull stuff out, and then put it back in. Put the motherboard in and then put everything else back in. Okay. Right. So we've got that back in. We don't add that back in. Also, be careful on touching other components with other components. Um, I suppose it won't matter too much if you touch it. If you do touch it together with another component, sorry. Um, that if you just like you touch it on one of the metal bits, or you put it onto one of the chips or something. But if you end up touching one of the gold bits with another gold bit, now I'm not saying this is true, but there is a possibility that that could also damage it. With computers, that is basically a possibility to damage anything. You just gotta be careful with what you're doing. Uh, so there is a thing that I've been told once, that sometimes if you don't have all the screws in, um, there is a possibility that because there's no like, let's say there's like one screw missing, um, I think that would be considered as not seated properly. So you should always put all the screws into their respective places, so that you do avoid that sort of thing. The screw won't go in properly. Something else that I also recently experienced. Um, I took out my fans. I was one of my fans, and um, I gave them a clean, put them back in, and for some odd reason, one of them started making a heap of noise. Um, I had done that before. It had done it before, I should say. Um, for some reason, I think I think the lost my train of thought. Oh, hit fan. For some reason, I think the fan actually um sort of come off where it was meant to be in its casing, and that'd be the reason why it's making so much noise. But short from buying a new one, I'm not sure if there's much I can do about it. What's there? Okay. So we have the motherboard seated properly now. So, uh, take this cap, I think. Yep. The box. Right, so with the CPU, you got all these pins on the back here, or the bottom, I should say. This is something you really do have to be at the utmost careful with. Especially the new generation like CPUs, them being fairly expensive, you don't want to damage it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to replace it, and well, that'll be more expensive than having to replace like a motherboard or a power supply. I know some of the new generation power supplies or computers or whatever are all fairly expensive, and well, I know some people out there, and yes, including me, don't exactly have money to spend on a computer every single time it breaks down. But sometimes these things happen. Right, so that's the CPU back in. might as well put this in. Now, if you if you experience something like the computer not turning or whatever when you start the computer back up, make sure you always press down on this. If at first you haven't heard it click, and you press it down, make sure it's in properly, and if you hear it click again, then obviously that's what the issue was. Not there. Thing not being properly. Chuck this one in. I don't like this bloody CPU fan. Always annoying to put in. Now, after you put the CPU fan back in, always make sure that you have it seated properly. Sometimes that can be the cause of a computer not starting properly. As well as these here, make sure you put your fingers like this and press it down. Show you something with this. It's got this short end here, short end, and you get the long end. Make sure you always match that up with the slots on the board. Otherwise, when you put it in, you'll be there trying to force it in, and when you take it out, you realise that you've put it in the wrong slot, or try to put it in the wrong slot. But see, by that time, there's a possibility that you've already damaged your RAM cards, and you won't want to do that. That's all my RAM sticks back in. So the only other hardware I have to put back in is my graphics card. Finding which is going to be the part that is annoying to me, just simply because you have to put it in a correct section, otherwise it's not gonna pick up the hard drives properly when you put it in. Now, sometimes you have to keep your computer tidy, like with cable ties or whatever. I don't exactly keep my computer tidy from time to time, so I normally leave it spread out. But other times I'll take the time and I'll plug I'll cable tie everything and make sure it's all in one spot and neat. But there's as much problems I've been had with my computer, I've just left it because by the time I've put it back in again, or I've gone to take everything out and see what the problem is and test it out, I've always had to at times take out the power, like the cables where the power supplies are, where the power supply is, I should say, and I had to cut some of the cable ties because I had to remove it, and it's annoying when you have to cut the cable ties and replace the cable ties and cut them again and replace them again. Right. My graphics card is back in. Just gonna put the screws back in on that. Screws. Okay. I need to plug this. Let's plug this into here. Now we just have to do the little bits that's down here. Okay. So that one. That go into there. That's for the fan. Audio. Both of them. They'll go into here. That one into there. It's not probably. Actually, this goes over here. Now, if you've come across a problem where you don't know what you're putting in, even the most experienced people need help sometimes. So always have a look at your user guide, and that'll have a manual to tell you what is what and what goes where. That header definitely goes to here. Okay. Now, the only one left is to do the power. This is why it's always good. Okay, let's move that up there. Okay, so you should be able to see it now. There's too much stuff in here. Let's see. Reset switch. Power switch. Putting these in these little button things can get annoying as well. Now to avoid what I just did, I didn't do anything bad, just annoying. I always put the bottom side in first, so then you can put this side in. I think I've got everything in there. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much how I put my motherboard in. before we finish up here, I just want to stress how much you have to check to make sure everything is in properly, so that you don't have to go back through when you go to turn on the computer. For me, I had most of my stuff already in, like most of the stuff already plugged in, so I won't have to do much. But I think one thing I will have to do is mess with that CPU fan. I won't have to now. Yeah. Okay, so that looks like about it. Alright, thanks for watching. Yeah, I think thanks for watching. This is going towards the YouTubers. I've been watching my videos on YouTube. Expect more videos to come out. I know I've been lacking lately, but that's obviously self-explanatory, considering I haven't had a computer to edit my videos on and stuff. For some odd reason, my computer had started to run a bit. I'm not exactly 100% sure what exactly was wrong with the motherboard, but now that I replaced it, it should be all good from here. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. See you later, YouTube.